Nope, doesn't look like anyone knows anything more. Not sure what happened. This game does have a few bugs here and there. But we should have enough to go off of. Is there someone else I can look at? No more suspects, unless I look at the Kendra who aren't here.
So who is sus?
Well, let's look at the clues. Oh, the injector was near the Hydriarch's bedroll. Apparently she was sick. Might have been sick. Basically, we need to discern a motive and a suspect.
So let's see here.
Are there any of these relative to the possible suspect's quirks?
Well, the husk means it's not the guard, because he hates that
Right.
stuff.
There's evidence to suggest that perhaps Ke was sick. There's reason to suspect that possibly there was sickness among the outsiders, which is why we might have stolen it. Well, there wasn't evidence he was sick. There's evidence that Kesheim might have gotten new stuff recently, which means he might have stolen treasure.
Plus, do the husks actually imply that they're connected at all to this?
Maybe. There's evidence there might have been violence. I don't see how that's evidence, though. Actually, I don't like this. Wait, what's at the top? That could be useful.
Yeah, the trade, and that it was possibly sold off by Kesseheim for
Or
new
perhaps
goods.
How are you in Esskind? Oh, Nair, I'm so happy. I can scarcely believe she loves me, much less that we could be together, but it's true. Wherever we go now on, we go together. This means that if it was Esskind and she gets exiled,
He would leave with her.
yeah, she would leave with her. And then the Grando gets mad at you because now they don't have a warden. And
Well,
if
that's their own damn.
well, if violence is involved, it's possible the village could get sacked, which could be prevented if the warden is still here. All right. There was a merchant indicating recent trade.
Which was apparently a sneaky merchant. because
Signs
they
of
were
trade seemingly hidden from the village. Well, that can't be our only evidence, can it? There's no culprit.
New goods on the guy.
Yeah. The thing is, with most of these, you could still convict with it, even though it makes no sense. Like, there's been trade, and Esskind is showing a leg injury. That could be evidence, so I don't quite follow these, I guess, such as a procedurally generated mystery. Oh yes, this does indicate that some kind of trade transpired, and Kesheim was trying to hide it, so you're saying... Yeah, he stole it! The evidence is clear. Esskind did not steal Kindrish. The crime was committed by none other than Grando's protector. Kessehind, he will be stripped of the ancestral axe he carries, stripped of his property, and stripped up from our oral histories. Never will his name be spoken here again, and he will never return on pain of death. Moreover, Kez attempt to pin blame on Esskind without due process opened my eyes to her abuses of power. She need not leave Bela, but she is Kehind once more, stripped of her title and standing. As for the Hydriarchy, Esskind will act as an interim leader until we figure out what to do as a people. May Hydriarch Esk lead us to a brighter future. My job here is done. And because Keshind trade, this is our reward. A whole bunch of bombs!
Trade.
Yes, both of the hints pointed to trade.
Oh.
Once I ended up getting 4 severed faces as a reward, that was very confusing. I don't know why. Alright.
Another thing could be the fact that he's standoffish to someone who used to be a friend could mean that he was hiding things, but you can't really bring that into the discussion because that's given by the warden.
And now those were like, whew. They went to their places.
Just catapulted off into nowhere.
Whatever, unless it's disprovable, whatever you claim to be the truth
is fact.
It's Schrodinger's theft. So yeah, if it was done out of violence, violence could come here. If it was disease, disease would come here.
Which is what you don't like.
So that's why you want to avoid that being the truth. If you end up taking a path that can be disproven, like a scratched copper nugget implicating the Grand Doe, but she can't touch copper, then you can no longer accuse her again because of a false accusation. You want her to be you want Eskind to take the lead because apparently she's just a more competent leader. So ideal, and if her or the Kendron are convicted, she has to leave.
Oh, the two kids.
No, the Kendron, as in the outsiders or Eskind are convicted, she has to leave. So you want it to be the Grando or her guard. Ha! Real justice? Never thought I'd see the like. Not here. Well done. I'll admit I would have preferred to avoid becoming Hydrarch, but I'm hoping to bring my people to a more democratic form of governance. Then I can vote myself out. They're never... I always do the water ritual with them, because it's just always the same thing, basically.
It gives positive to what?
To them, basically, and the wardens. I can learn to make soup, I don't want to. You can learn to
now, why would being the girlfriend / potential wife of the warden bring positive warden connections?
No, you only get positive warden connections from the warden, actually. But you get it from Bela for both of them.
Oh. Are there any others that it's worth doing that with? Or can you only do that with named people?
You can only do it with certain named people. I should have kept them apart. I should have kept all of you apart. Let's trade! Nothing, really.
Wait. Oh, because he got kicked out?
Yeah.
So who has the cool axe now? Does he, the warden?
That's a good... Maybe no one does. He has a weird artifact. Which must be his weapon. Her weapon. No, I don't think anyone...
So it just gets deleted from history?
It might. Which is a pity, but good luck getting it from him. I accidentally gave him a fungal infection once, which occupied his hand, which forced him to just...
Drop it?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's made him de-equip it, but... And because if it was craft or trade, basically, you'll see the consequences of your decision here 3 game days later.
So there'll be more trade now?
If it was craft or trade, the shop here really overhauls itself. As is, it's...
Mostly just food stuff. And very expensive herbaries.
Yes. I think those can heal you if you eat them.
Yeah, I think that they're actually a cure for one of...
I like how the ripped leather bracers actually are just regular leather bracers, equipment-wise, so...
So they're unique.
Red means that sets being averaged across all similar body parts. So for wearing both of those, I still only get a +1. And I wouldn't get anything if I only had one.
I'm just saying, you have a unique now that's just a silly unique.
Oh, you can get so many silly uniques, like this. I think this is useless.
Is there like a storage chest area?
I mean, you can make one.
You can make a place where you can go drop stuff off
Yeah,
and it won't disappear?
Stuff doesn't disappear in this.
So,
and very few NPCs will pick things up.
So in other words, what you're saying is you could just dump a bunch of shit in this village and just leave it there.
Other possible unique things include a scratched copper nugget.
Which didn't show up this time.
A rotting severed tongue.
That's a really bad thing.
Yes, that's a clear sign of disease. Some bloodstained fur. A broken arrow. Those both indicate violence. And a big footprint. You can't actually take that with you, though.
Yeah, any items from now on that are interesting that you end up with, you should just, like, dump them over here near the food cooker thingy.
Here? Alright. Don't know why here. It's not a place I can recall to, but okay. Just to be silly.
Well, not only to be silly, but also because the two are in love, and you're like the matchmaker lady.
I might end up selling the bracer by mistake eventually.
When you disequip it.
The use injector. Oh no, it's used. They're empty injectors. It's just the same type of item.
Uber Nostrum is strong.
It can cause it causes regeneration.
Mm.
I don't have regeneration, so it's a precaution.
And then your items that you have right now, is there anything you need to sell?
Yes. Let's see, I also want to get rid of these stupid chairs. Let's turn them
It's so funny that those are called artifacts.
They're normally show up as strange.
You should just like put a chair behind any standing NPCs here.
Why?
So they have somewhere to sit.
Well, they're like centaurs. They can't use just regular metal.
How do you know?
Like that. Strange tubes can either be a folding chair, a missile launcher, or a chain gun. You can tell the difference already by the color and the weight. Because none of those things weigh 1. Those are Putis weapon class. Alright, so that completes that quest. There's a fancy thing you can do in Golgotha. I probably won't do it on this character.
So beating Gritgate by level 12 is like really hard.
It's hard. I can do it.
You
Not with
have
this character.
successfully done it.
Yeah,
before?
this character it's going to be very difficult for since I'm level 21.
So would you need to be like agility and strength based for it to
No,
be
there
feasible?
are several ways. That's what I love about this game, and the mutant genotype especially is just there's so many viable builds. Let's go to Golgotha.
Go to a random square first.
Alright. Now what?
And like go to it.
Alright, let's go here. Oh, why?
Just to open up a new map area.
Alright.
See if you find something cool or interesting.
Oh no.
What if you find another book mine?
Well, I'm gonna go to a historical site, so maybe. This looks like it's bugs. I'm gonna set a fire.
They're not dangerous bugs.
They're giant
Basically,
beetles.
anytime you travel more than 2 squares, you have to make a campfire when you get...
Yes,
again.
if you travel overworld. Traveling overworld actually is much slower in-game, but much faster out of game, which is
Yeah.
very strange.
Because you just jump square to square unless you
Yeah.
find a lost setup.
Yeah.
What was that slime?
A giant amoeba, the weakest slime, basically.
No, I mean is the dropped stuff slime.
Yes. It's not useful to me.
But it's not acid is what I was more
Correct.
concerned.
Acid is a brighter green. Uh-oh. This minimal degree of existential anxiety, Volume 3. Editor's note. Verily, I hid them to interested customers by crawling along an iron trellis. Gas is too hot.
It is.
A twisted and hungry cave. The Head of a Year, Volume 3. Tome whose pages.
What are the odds that you will ever find multiple volumes of the same book?
If I actually find them. Oh. I don't know. Kind of low. It'd be very high if there were a bookshop at the Stilt, but there isn't. The shops there are random. Up in it. Ones and more books!
That's what I was talking about. It's like free levels.
Disappear among. That is a fire ant. I don't want him near my books.
Why, can he burn and damage them?
He can make fires. So yes.
That was an illuminated book.
Where is the giant beetle? To the east. Alright. Can I go all the way out here? Because you keep preventing me from auto-exploring. You must die. Ooh, an algal fly. That's actually kind of dangerous. How dangerous is it? Oh, it's easy. Never mind.
It used to be dangerous.
They can
at
shoot.
one point.
Ow, oh, you're good at dodging.
Bap, 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 bap. I really like the attack animation.
Just you bump into them. Especially when nothing's actually attacking.
Yeah.
I cannot shoot you at this range, so...
It's also really funny that, oh, was that the fly again?
No, it's the fire ants. They can shoot fire.
From a long distance?
Yeah. No! Hey, dude. Ow! I mean...
Did you get it, finally?
Yeah. Ow! Ow! Oh, I'm on fire. Fire can do that. It can catch on to you.
Even though you're, like, covered in slime, so slime must be a flammable liquid.
Nature is the coat.
Nurture is the...
Oh! Drone and showers. Wise men, keep thine selves assured wise. Oh, that's actually a thing.
Is that like a full sentence?
Just about,
in the
except
game?
missing a punctuation. It's a loading screen thing.
Oh.
Could the Putus Templar rob?
Putus!
Putus Templar. It would be funny if they weren't such terrible people. Oh, beetles.
Hey, look, you're gonna get another chair!
On the bright side, acid gas only damages structures, not items.
Oh, and it damages people.
Well, true.
Which means all those guys just took a bunch of damage because they wanted to.
Ow! Burns, ow. Ah, my temperature is 225 degrees. I think that's Celsius. Ouch, oof. Me. Where'd you
Your
go?
flesh.
Oh god, why? You're a troll, you know that?
Troll ant.
Oh, kitty. Ooh, it's a drowsing urchin. Ah,
You were knocked prone.
yeah, because it spewed sleep gas and both me and the kitty fell down. The top muscles of
Kittens
this
or
thing...
cats are neutral by
no,
default.
they're hostile, but ray cats are docile, which means they're neutral unless they really hate you.
So, can you become friends with cats in some way?
Yeah, by improving your cat reputation.
But you have to do that by becoming friends with something else that,
That
has
cats
a
like.
positive... Okay.
Or through quantum entanglement, which is very hard to do. You need some rare items to do that. Thusly, Clan Car's sigil. Roots incredibly deep into his mouth.
That sounds horrible. The scarab worm is attached to the temple high priest.
Oh no.
In our ordinary atmosphere, there can be seen. Then the cloud. There is no paltry charge.
God who had believed it the inhabitants.
It had help file information again.
Very, very often do. Act, blessed be. Maul.
400 miles per second.
Moistness of the ice.
I mean, if it's not cold.
Enough.
Now you need to go back and get that steel chair so you can WrestleMania.
To hit roll is 1d20 plus. Thank you. Wave detector.
Yep, you got your chair.
Gusto gesturing empathetically with his voice like may only be augmented by mutation points.
Thank you.
I want to read these books. Well,
Well,
if they
you
were,
want
yeah.
to read
Actually,
what they would be talking about based on those names.
fathom how unpleasant it must be.
That sounds like a book title from like the 1600s.
It's rare biological. Defend Gritgate to report. That's part of a quest objective. Spoilers. Oh. Moing. Oh, it's a painted metal folding chair.
Ooh, what's it say?
While traveling near Bethesda Susa, Reshef. Oh, it's about future Jesus.
You get 50
This is
reputation points with the Cult of the Coiled Light.
Yeah, well, I'm wielding it. Future Jesus lost control of his chariot and drove it off a cliff. Why would you do that? Luckily, a local physician named Rebecca came to his rescue.
Rebecca!
Moved by her kindness, Reshef enrolled at a nearby hospice as her apprentice. This is a Jesus chair.
It's important, valuable chair. Historic value.
Haze or fog?
Yep.
When my kin and I fell. Ooh, chairs. So many chairs.
Yep. Like I said, you're bringing a whole WrestleMania with you everywhere you go.
Your AV, your weapon will usually penetrate. The air, the mimic fell into a florid. What?
Third edition.
That's just gibberish. There's a lot of books for the ground level. Why are all these buildings just downward? Why are they never upward? Except for like the one in the game that is.
Because that's how a lot of these games do.
Oh. Oh, hello, Quillipede. You must die.
Bop, 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 bop.
Shoulders of Titans! Dust, there is only blood. Be of a black rock. Me harm, good sir. Don't. Eyes might pay. Spell there was.
At first I thought you were surprised about something, not that you were making faces to the music.
Bright blue veins. Chromium spun.
Spain!
Spleen. Alright. Downward we go into bug. I cannot do that while waiting? Oh, that apparently the stairs are they're covered in slime, that's why. Slime can make you slip. Just move you in a random direction one place. How many beetle nests am I going to have to destroy here? Oh god, I don't like all these ants because they're all acid and fire and stuff. That's going to be obnoxious. And very slightly dangerous. Oh, it's Snapjaws! The second tier of them. Not dangerous. Cloud, one cannot see farther than 30. Says 'twas a bird god. Yep, apparently we're in another library. Goddamn, more vent beetles. Go away. Ooh, vine. Ooh, you're a good experience. Research programs in Galloped, unabridged. A small box. What is it? Is it? Box of crayons!
Yeah, now you can trade crayons for items instead of water.
It's a trade good.
Is that what it is for?
Yeah, it's just not a very valuable one.
I do like that crayons is multi.
Oh, what are you? Bloody gallbeard. Alright. Something beards are reptiles that spew clouds of something. What's a gallbeard? What do you do? You die.
Oh, acid cloud.
Either that or an ant did it. It probably did. No, those are a different beard. Crashing waves. Despise all mutants. They harbor a special. The mind machines that unify your biomatter. Ugh.
The face. The Glow Crows say 'twas a bird god who taught folks to gather in greater numbers among the merchant Tam in the sky together with mud drawn from the sun and stars beyond them would become the most prodigious in the middle of 1 dram of gel and 1 dram of colossal desert freehold of Narnru. The gathered men.
That sentence didn't work.
No, it did not. It was even hard to read.
Oh no, it's a zip. It's a zip zap.
It died. You killed Joltik.
Spark tick. Each weapon.
It's just a list.
Use on human hearts, some tinker. Viewed out of itself, you spot. Seems to be Volume 4.
It's illuminated.
World's westernmost community of Watervine. You must die. Oh,
Do new enemies spawn over time?
no.
So if you completely destroy a map square, it's done.
Yeah, unless you get other things to come there somehow. I really need better pistols. Still, this is better than nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna get lots of experience.
I mean, the pistols are better than nothing.
Oh.
Ow. Rude.
Oh! Wrong!
Oh!
You got a bent metal chute.
Beetle.
Not a bent metal sheet. A bent metal chute. You heard what I said.
Catatonia.
Of trees. It's up there with each weapon. Each weapon and of trees are part of a collection. It's an encyclopedia.
I'm fat. I'm gonna drop my chainmail. Armor's not worth that much for its weight. The rib cage of wire. Whoa.
Well, while you're on the surface floor, you should go back to the library and then just come back and continue from there.
I guess it's a long way away. Ooh, it's Slumberly. It used to be terrifying.
Yeah, but it would empty out your space and make it much easier for the next few floors.
Let's see how you are now. Well, not terrifying.
Its length depends. Sameness about it.
Ah.
Jokes.
Oh. That's a low pyra. You step on it and it shoots fire everywhere.
So it's a trap plant?
Yes. But it's not hidden. Bristles sprout every which way.
Ooh, weird artifact.
Giant hands!
I've got a huge hand!
Oh, the crazy and wild things one could do with a giant hand. Those are very popular. They wield two-handed weapons in one hand, somehow.
Even though it doesn't say anything about your dexterity with the giant hands.
Nope. It's weird, you can't dual wield a two-handed weapon in one hand, and you can't dual wield two-handed weapons even if you have multiple hands. No, you just need bigger hands, not more of them. Palladium electrode deposits.
And you can't use any of these implants anywhere.
Correct. They're valuable, though.
Yes.
Relatively, and
They're not
most of
very
them are
heavy.
lightweight. Oh no. Oh, I need to kill you before you start breaking stuff with your quill spray.
Palladium's really cool.
Potentially dangerous weapon in skilled. Smiling at the sacred joining, 5th edition. Oh no, a beetle.
My own treachery.
A measurement of how likely. That freezing vapor billows, 1st edition, yay. Metal running along the floor. Lethal. Oh, beetles. There we go.
Lethal beetle.
Scree!
Fuck.
Complicated mathematical work.